We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with MMAT stock Metamaterials Inc. The stock continues to try to hold support here above 90 cents. It is currently at critical levels, but within the volatility of today's market, MMAT stock was not the only stock that had volatility. The SPY did as well, and our SPY bot since 9:50 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside with further weakness, and put options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. And you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by using these resources to maximize within the volatility in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So MMAT stock here in a very tight consolidation, trying to fight between the support of 90 cents, rejecting slightly above $1, and we need to break it all down in today's video if this is going to have strength to push itself back up, bounce off that support, and go retest those highs. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunities that were mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations, and if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market and receive this edge and clarity over the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining you'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. So our Tesla bot turned out to be the home run of the day. Our Tesla bot sent out a bear indicator since 9:35 a.m. and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint as you see there on the chart to the downside with further weakness, and put options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, getting connected to our 42 vision indicator and our bots. And as you see popping up here on the screen, these are some of the other notifications from our bots, such as the QQQ and also our SPY bot within the day's volatility, and you can become part of this as well. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with MMAT Metamaterials Inc. at a very tight consolidation and at critical levels, guys. As I've stated in previous videos, 90 cents has been a strong support for the last several days, and we need to talk about how critical it is at these levels because we keep on coming towards it, and instead of looking like a strength, it could turn into a weakness if the bears try to take advantage. And we're going to break it all down in today's video with the inflow versus outflow and bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all using these resources to maximize within the volatility of the markets in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down within the volatility. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation within the volatility of the markets and gives us that edge within the volatility, guys. So here we are with MMAT under a bear indicator today that popped up here at 91 cents. We got a bull indicator here at 89.90 cent area, but the inflows have not crossed, guys. And this is where it becomes very critical of this support here. Eventually the bulls losing it if the bears put on pressure, because the inflows versus outflows are already dominating. Okay, this is super important to keep in mind because we have a bear indicator that just canceled this first bull indicator that we saw after several days of pulling back from 115 all the way down to this area, and now this bear indicator is back in play, and we need to watch, is this going to break below 90 cents? And if it does, the next support is 85 cents, 82 cents, and all the way back here towards 75 cents. And the outflows have been dominating all this time on the 30-minute and within the 15-minute within the volatility. Outflows continue to pull things right back down, and today it's trying to cross back up, but it does not confirm or guarantee that there's enough strength to roll into the 30-minute because there's a bear indicator there as well. And this has been under a bear indicator since yesterday at around 96 cents. So something to keep in mind here on the 15-minute chart within the volatility. And yes, inflows are trying to pick up, but the outflows have been dominating since way back here on Thursday, the 13th of October, and then things have been below the midpoint since then, and that's why the stock is sitting sideways, right? The only thing holding this up from going much lower, even though outflows are dominating, is the fact that in the outflows, we switch from red to green, but not enough just yet to cross back up. This needs to cross back up to have an impact on the chart and not have this happen. If not, pull back up to resistance levels, because the last time we crossed the inflows was back here on October 10th. We got that bull indicator, full strength on 42 vision, and MMAT stock went from 60 cents all the way up towards 134. So something to keep in mind as it further pulls away from the midpoint to the upside. And as you see here, the outflows were actually picking up here, but for the momentum to be destroyed and hold the stock down, it all started once those outflows got crossed, and here we are sitting sideways. So we're going to talk about some key levels here and what to look for as MMAT stock continues to consolidate. The first thing is, if you zoom out to the 1 hour here, you could see that the inflows are below the midpoint as well, sitting sideways, and we've been under a bear indicator here since 113. This actually needs to cross back up, and we need to retest the resistance up here of $1, and then above that is 105, and then also up here where the bear indicator popped up at 113. Those are some key levels to the upside, and we want to stay above 90 cents, 85 cents worst case scenario, and below that, as we've talked before, 82 to 83 cents. So on the 1 hour, we have the same exact thing going on as the 30-minute. Those inflows are green, but we're below the midpoint, meaning that the outflows are dominating, and that's the reason why we have the bulls putting up a fight as they were green here, right? The inflows are trying to hold themselves up, but the outflows are dominating and the bears are trying to exhaust them. If this switches from green to red or pulls away from the midpoint or continues to hold itself below the midpoint, it could have a huge effect on not allowing this stock to push higher. Something to keep in mind. Now on the 15-minute, you could see a little bit more of the volatility, how every time it tries to get back up there, it loses momentum really fast. The most strongest inflow that we've seen was yesterday's, right? In the pre-market, once it crossed here, it went from around 95 cents to $1, right? And then we also have the one here on the pre-market of Friday going from 92 to $1.05. And as you can see there in the chart, those inflows got rejected right at the midpoint, and since then the outflows controlled, and every time we get back up here above the midpoint on the 15-minute, outflows come right back to destroy the momentum and hold it and suppress it down. Now today it's crossed back up. We need this to continue to pull away from it to the upside on the 15-minute, get a bull indicator in the process of pushing higher, cancel out this bear indicator, and roll over into the 30-minute chart as well and pull things up here on the midpoint being crossed and the inflows picking up and canceling that bear indicator as well. That's going to be critical going into the next trading days and next few days. If not, this fight, yes, the bulls are putting up a fight, trying to stay above 90 cents, but the bears, all they need to do is cross it, because they already have the outflows in their favor, and they could try to switch this from green to red and try to pull it down even quicker than we saw in the last several days, right? This was a pretty big drop and a very quick one, but these have been pretty slow and stagnant here in sideways consolidation, but the bulls and bears are putting up a fight, and one of them is going to try to take over. So something to keep in mind. Now in the bigger picture though, this is still way above where things started to run, and we're still in a staircase effect if the bulls can go ahead and pull this up with strength and start breaking through resistance and bring those inflows up. That's going to be critical, guys. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.